Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, my hair looks kind of wet. I just took a shower once again. Today's video will be me ranking characters from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I've also done a video ranking I've also done a video ranking Glee characters and also ranking Glee songs. With that in mind, I feel like I have to say something about Naya Rivera, who tragically passed away. She was just a great woman, entertainer, mother. Yeah, I'm kind of devastated. On a lighter note, let's rank Avatar: The Last Airbender characters. I also might have my sister speaking at times in the background because she has also watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh, also, I'm gonna say this in the beginning. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload next. Do all the things. Share. That would be great. Yeah. Alright, so the categories we have are, at the very top we have the Avatar state. That's like the top tier, like the best of the best from the show. Right below it we have the elite, also known as the Yip Yip group. The good characters are right beneath it in the good category, also known as Yip. Like, they're not quite good enough to get Yip Yip, but like, they're Yip, you know? And then there's the mediocre characters, and then there's the ones that can suck on a toad, and then beneath that are the I don't know hers, the ones that I guess are just irrelevant, or I don't remember them if we come to that. But without further ado, let's get started. Our first character, I feel like I said character weird, but our first character is Aang. Obviously, he goes to the Avatar state. I mean, he's the Avatar. The show is based around him. He's a 12-year-old kid that saved the world, master of all four elements. Up next, we have Appa. Obviously, Avatar state. Without Appa, where would the gang be? Well, they would probably be just, like, stranded in the waters near the Southern Water Tribe. And also, Appa is just so cuddly and wonderful. So, yeah, Avatar state. Up next, we have Zula, arguably the best villain on the show. So I'm gonna put her in Avatar state. She could, like, shoot lightning. She had blue fire. She literally infiltrated and took over Ba Sing Se. Are you kidding? Even Iroh couldn't do. Well, he probably could have, but then his son died.
But either way, I feel like.
And she's like a young teen, and she did that.
And Fire Lord Ozai totally just hid behind her the entire time while she did everything.
Exactly. Like, she was the Fire Lord, basically. Up next, we have Hakoda. Like, mediocre, I guess. He was like a friendly face for Katara and Saka. That's pretty much it. The My Cabbages guy, okay, that's iconic, but he's not like a character of, like, I don't know. He doesn't have like a plot really, and he's not an integral part of the he's an integral part of the show, but he's not an integral part of the plot. So, I don't think he's worthy of the Avatar state. Elite, maybe. Or good. I'll put him in good for now. Maybe I'll upgrade him later. Combustion Man. He just kind of popped up at the end. I'm gonna say he can suck a toad. Like, he was crazy. He was wild. And then he didn't obey Zuko when Zuko was like, wait, don't kill the Avatar. Next up we have, who is this? I'm blind. Who is this? I literally don't know who this is.
Is that the sand guy?
Oh, that's the one that said to put a muzzle on him. Okay, he can suck a toad. No questions. He can suck a toad. He literally said we can put a muzzle on him, and then English just like, what?
It's not even English.
Yes, I said he literally said that they should put a muzzle on him, and then Aang was so upset. Oh, that's kind of annoying, that Aang. He was like, why didn't you save him to Toph when, like, Toph literally did everything she could. Like, if she didn't, like, stop focusing on Appa for a moment, they would be, like, underground forever. Another annoying thing about Aang, okay, I like Aang. It just kind of sounds like I'm hating on him a lot. But, like, I feel like people never acknowledge his problems. Like, he was so annoying when he was, like, learning to, like, balance and unlock all of his chakras. And then he was like, but I can't let go of Katara. Like, let go of Katara. Like, for the world, Aang. Get over yourself. Get over Katara. Like, the world or Katara. Monk Gyatso, he can go to good, I guess. Like, he was a good mentor to Aang. That's it. What's his name? I forgot. Oh gosh, I'm blanking. Their dad. What's his name? What? I'm looking this up. Wait! Hakoda? That's his name? Then what did I say the other guy's name was?
Hakoda.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Wait, who is that man? Bato. Okay. Bato is mediocre and Hakoda can join him. Like, Hakoda, he was just, like, he was fine. He wasn't really there, not really his fault. It was kind of annoying when he, like, got, what happened to him during the Day of Black Sun. He got injured,
yeah.
But then he was just like, I still want to work with my people. Like, okay, but also, just, like, that's dumb. Like, if you're injured, don't put yourself in danger. But whatever. Maybe that's just, like, the self-preservationist of me. Maybe I just, like, don't care about honor. I don't really know. But whatever. Is her name Hama, the bloodbender? She can suck on a toad. Like, evil. I mean, not evil. She had her reasons.
Her story was cool, and it was cool that she was able to teach herself to do that, but then she ended up totally using it, like, and abusing it.
Yeah, she used her power for evil, which, I mean, I guess, like, if you're saying, oh, it's a Fire Nation, and, like, evil, but also, like, children?
Yeah.
Children. She was imprisoning children under a mountain. She can suck on a toad. Haru? Mediocre. Or mediocre. I was gonna say or good, but he was just like a meh character. I don't really care about him.
I thought he was good looking.
Yeah, he was. He was good looking. Oh, also Hakoda, DILF. Sorry, just had to throw that in there. Iroh, Avatar State.
We love Iroh.
We love Iroh.
I would marry that man, but not really. I just want him to be my uncle.
I would marry him, and no, I would just. I was gonna say I would marry him and also let him be my uncle. Well, that's not always incest.
But it's always kind of a little wrong.
That is true. So I would, I guess, pick one or the other. Just, he was so wholesome. Like, I mean, after he stopped, like, partaking in, like, evil practices.
He was just so wise and, like, anything bad, he definitely came back from it.
Yeah, he definitely redeemed his past actions. The Jasmine Dragon, amazing tea shop. I don't even like tea, but I would go there.
Me too.
Also, Dragon of the West, hello. He could breathe fire from his mouth.
He was amazing.
He saved the last dragons.
And he learned from them. That's weird.
Yeah, and he also learned from the Water Tribe. Like, multicultural man. Like, after he tried to take Ba Sing Se down, he, like, took it back, but for the Earth Kingdom. That is what we call a 180 for the best. What's his name? Jong Jong? Mediocre, I guess. I don't know. He was supposed to be Aang's firebending master, but then he wasn't because I don't remember why. Jet, he can go to mediocre. He kind of redeemed himself at the end, like right when he died, but also, like, his past actions. He literally tried to drown a town of people. Whoever this girl is, the one that, like, went on a date with Zuko, I guess she can go to mediocre. Like, thanks for being nice to Zuko and, like, helping him have a heart, but also you did nothing for the show. Judy. I would say she can suck a toad, but, like, she's funny, and also, like, she felt bad and, like, guilty, and she had a heart. Should I put her in good? I might put her in mediocre. Yeah, she would have been, like, demolished by the Daily. She deserved better. Or Judy. June with her, like, smelling Komodo dragon. That's not a Komodo dragon. I don't know what it is. Lizard thing. Mediocre, I guess. Like, she was kind of cool. That's it. Next up, we have Katara. Katara goes to the Avatar state because where else would she go? Like, she's an amazing waterbender. She is a feminist icon. She can bloodbend. She can do other things too. I feel like there's not much to say about her. She's just like a stand-up gal. Boomy? He can go to good. He's kind of crazy, kind of fun. I don't really know what else to say about him. The Earth Kingdom King. He can go to mediocre because, like, I wouldn't say he's good, but he wasn't bad. He was just kind of a wimp. Next up, we have Avatar Kyoshi, a powerful queen. Should she go in good or should she go in elite? Like, she is an Avatar. I'll put her in elite. Like, she did her part. She helped keep balance. She, like, separated Kyoshi Island from those evil people. Yeah. Oh, Long Fang can suck on a toad. Trash. Leader of the Daily. Trash. What's that guy's name? Longshot. A member of the Freedom Fighters. He never talked. Good. May, she can go to elite. I love how just blah she felt about the world. I really resonated with that. She turned against Katara. Katara? Azula? Excuse me. Yeah, elite. The what's-his-face guy who, like, gentrified the air temple. He can go to mediocre. Yeah, mediocre. His inventions were used for the Fire Nation. But then he also made inventions to, like, help the Avatar gang. Oh, also, this is my hand. I don't know how many times it's, like, popped up. Sorry. But yeah, he can go to mediocre. Momo, Avatar state. I feel like Momo had not quite as much to offer as Appa, but still enjoyable. Firelord Ozai can suck on a toad. He just hid through Azula. He unjustly banished Zuko. I mean, I don't know about unjustly, but why would you challenge a 13-year-old to an Agni Kai? And a 13-year-old that's your son? Why don't you just say, like, you can't come to any more meetings and let that be that? I feel like that would be good enough of a punishment. Paku, I'm gonna go with mediocre because even though he did end up helping at the end, he definitely upheld the patriarchy in the Northern Water Tribe and didn't want Katara to waterbend for the sake of tradition. Which, what the heck? He did come around and he ended up marrying Gran, so he became part of the family. So that's cool. Now we have Sokka's master, the guy who helped him, like, master the art of sword fighting. He could go to good. He's a good guy. He was part of the Fire Nation, but he was, like, willing to help anyone. And he also was part of the White Lotus organization thing. So, those people are great. Oh, that's another thing of why Iroh's at elite. He was part of that, too. Up next, we have Pipsqueak. Pipsqueak can go to good. Roku, honestly, I don't know if this is controversial of me or not, but he can go to mediocre. Especially, like, I read summaries of things that, like, happened after Avatar: The Last Airbender, like, the series, and he just did not make good judgment calls. Also, tell me why, when Fire Lord Sozin was like, I'm gonna conquer the world, all Roku did was say, like, no, and then leave him alone for, like, 30 years.
Well, he should have done something about it, but also, like, they had that friendship and stuff, so he had a conflict.
What is up with the avatars and, like, not being able to put aside their own personal feelings? Like, you're the avatar, you're meant to serve the world. Like, what the heck? Like, what don't you understand about, like, leave Katara behind if you have to, leave Sozin behind if you have to? Is this like a pattern? I have not watched Legend of Korra, but who was she like, no, I don't want them to go? Like, give up. Come on. Like, your needs are not that important in the grand scheme of the entire world. But he was an avatar, and he didn't completely destroy the world. Mediocre. Smellerby can go to good. She, I think was the only girl in the Freedom Fighters. And she also, like, stood up against Jet when he was, like, going crazy. Which, I mean, he was going crazy because he was so convinced that Zuko was part of the Fire Nation, which he was. Or, like, Iroh and Zuko were part of the Fire Nation, which they were. But he seemed crazy. He seemed crazy. And they were trying to leave behind, like, the life that they formerly had. So bringing that into Bossing Say, that was not on the agenda. And Smellerby wasn't about to have it, and I appreciated that. Saka, obviously Avatar State. Throwback to when Saka was, like, patriarchal and just, like, annoying.
He was so annoying.
Or, like, not patriarchal, sexist. Yes, he matured. He, like, Suki literally knocked some sense into him.
Yeah.
And then he, like, that was, like, the big turning point for him, I feel. It was the catalyst for his growth. And also, he came up with all the ideas. Sometimes they didn't work, but he came up with so many plans and just inventions. He was comic relief, which we appreciate. Friendly Mushroom Mushy Giant Friend, we cannot forget about that. Like, I remember when that episode first came out, Katie and I would, like, we watched it over and over again. Wow, what a moment. Who is that? Who is that? I think he might be the prison guy at the boiling rock. He can suck on a toad. Absolutely suck on a toad. Like, who do you think you are? Suki? Where does Suki go? Where does Suki go? Does she go in Elite or Avatar? I'm gonna put her in Elite. I feel like I can't put Suki higher than Kyoshi. But, like, Suki, we stand Suki. Like, she put Sokka in his place. She was just a good person. Good heart. Strong. Great makeup. Yeah. The son of the guy that gentrified the air temple. Mediocre. Like, who are you? I mean, he had, like, the spirit or whatever of an airbender. But, like, did he really? I really don't think he did. Like, he was happy. Okay, I'll give you that. He was enthusiastic. The boulder, mediocre, I guess. He was just like a meathead, but I guess he ended up helping at the end, so that's cool. Oh, the Duke, that's their name. They could go to mediocre. I feel like I have nothing to say about them. Up next, we have Toff. Obviously Avatar State. The best earthbender in the world. No denying it. Also, she invented metal bending, and she learned from badger moles, the original earthbenders. Great sense of humor. She could see with her feet. Like, who else can see with their feet? I can't. Also, I am not Toff. I am Melon Lord. I love that. Also, she used her privilege for good. Like, she was like, hey, customs lady, I'm getting us into Bossing Say because I'm Toff Beifong. Up next, we have Ty Lee. She can go to Elite, Queen of the Circus Freaks. She could also take away your bending. Are you kidding? And behind all that danger, or I guess in front of all that danger, actually, she was just like a fun, lighthearted girl. All she wanted to do was flip around and like be happy. But then she got like snatched up in Zula's mess. But then she became a Kyoshi warrior at the end, which like I appreciate that. I feel like having sisterhood is good for her. But also I just hope she's as happy as a Kyoshi warrior as she was at the circus. I would have liked to see her go back to the circus. Ursa? She can go to good. She wasn't there enough to be elite, but like, she literally poisoned Azulon, to save Zuko's life. And she knew that Azula was a monster, but she still loved her. She deserved better. I mean, I guess like after the series, like everything ended up okay for her, but like, dang, she really went through it for a while. I forget the name of the owl, but like the spirit of knowledge guy, he can go to good. I mean, I like how he just like flaps around. He's an owl. He knows things. This guy, whoever he is, I don't know his name, but he can suck on a toad. He like imprisoned Toff. Trash. Yue? She can go to elite. She literally gave up her life for like the moon to live, or like whatever was happening when that fish died, you know, like the koi fish. She said, no, I will die so you can live. And she did that. I shipped her and Saka. I was devastated when she died. That was like the first major devastation, I think, of the series. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it was. Everything was like fairly lighthearted. Oh, well.
Other than like the entire like Southern Air Temple being destroyed. But like we didn't know those people.
Yeah.
Like we got to know Yue, and she was like cool. She was.
Those people were dead for 100 years before.
Yeah. So like old news. Like
not to Aang.
Yeah, not to Aang. But yeah, Yue, elite. Yep. Who is this? Oh, the Steve Buscemi can suck on a toe. Not Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi, I don't know what he's up to. I'm sure he's a good guy. But this guy, the other one who imprisoned Toff, can suck a toad. Commander Zhao can suck a toad. He killed the spirit, causing Yue to like sacrifice herself. He also challenged Zuko to an Agni Kai, and then when it was over, he tried to attack Zuko anyways, and then Iroh stopped it and was like, you're a disgrace.
Yeah.
But also, Commander Zhao could get it, but like not with no emotions, because we don't vibe like that. And lastly, Zuko can go to the Avatar state. Oh, I guess I didn't need this bottom category. I don't know her. So I can get rid of that. But yeah, Zuko can go to the Avatar state. He was like a decent villain when he was a villain. And then he had a quality character arc. Like throwback to when he got sick because he was like metamorphosizing, which I don't really know if that's how that works. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna become a better person now, let me get the flu so I can like, I don't know, like break the fever of Satan and then be like good. But he changed for the best. He stood up to his dad. He stood up to Zula along with Katara. But then Katara had to fend for herself because Zuko got zapped. But he still held his own. And he recognized that she was slipping. He said, she's slipping. And Katara was like, how do you know? And he was just like, I just do. But also like, she chopped off her hair. and then threw her brush into a mirror and shattered it. She also, sorry, we're talking about Zuko right now, but Zula, that whole breakdown was a moment. But yeah, Zuko, Avatar State, he really changed for the best. I kind of shipped him and Katara. Not gonna lie. I mean, I feel like that's a popular ship. Oh, another good thing about Suki as I'm looking at this, like, okay, like, Yue was like Sokka's first love. I feel like it would have been very, very easy for me as like the 6-year-old I was when it came out, like, to be like, no, Yue was the one and only when Suki like seriously came back into the picture. But like, Suki was like charismatic and likable enough that I didn't care, and I was happy that they were back together and she was back in the series. So good job, Suki. Now I'm just looking over this list, seeing if I want to change anything. I feel like that's pretty good. Okay, I'm too lazy to set up my camera for aka my phone for a proper outro. That's just too much work. You don't even know. Like, I don't have a tripod. I don't have anything. I literally use my iPhone 6 that I prop up against any and whatever thing I can to film. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload a new video, which is every Wednesday at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, aka in the middle of America, like Texas and North. Make sure to follow my social media, Instagram and Twitter at Trace_Vaughn. I feel like that's it. Sorry if me being this close to the camera makes you uncomfortable. Bye. Mwah.